What's going on, you guys? The Keith Carnes. It's been a long time. Today is January 27th, 2015, and I'm bringing you guys a new episode of Dead Celebrities. This time, episode 2 talks about the late, great Kurt Cobain, the lead, well, I guess you could say now former lead singer of Nirvana, one of the biggest, if not the biggest grunge band of all time. Excuse me. And this episode was specially requested by a very long time subscriber, even so much of a long subscriber that I would call this person a friend of the channel, Edward Keram. He has requested numerous videos in the past, and this is yet another one by him. I'm sorry it took so long, just been dealing with a lot of bullshit in life, but since it all seems to be kind of falling behind us now, I can go on. So of course, let's get into it. My hair's a little messed up, isn't it? Yes, it is. It looks like shit. Anyway, so, we're talking about Kurt Cobain. I mean, if you don't know who Kurt Cobain is, wow, where the fuck have you been? I mean, I'm not putting you down, you know, I'm just kind of goofing around, but seriously, it's like, if you don't know who he is, go do some research, come back and watch the video. But Kurt Cobain just changed music in such a big way. You know, everything was, you know, hair bands and, you know, 80s music, pop music, and all that kind of stuff. And then along came Nirvana, and they changed everything. I mean, they really did. They were the original grunge band. You know, I've heard a lot of arguments. One of my big channel videos is which is better, Nirvana or Alice in Chains, and I've had a lot of people disagree, and I've had a lot of people agree. But a lot of people, you know, they made good points that, you know, Alice in Chains had, you know, their music had more meaning. Absolutely it did. But to me, Nirvana was a bigger band. You know, when people say grunge music, they think of Nirvana. They don't think of Alice in Chains. Now, they may think of them second. You know, they may think of them later, but they don't think of them right away. At least not most people. Now, me, I personally like Alice in Chains better, but Nirvana was a bigger band. There's no way to discredit that. They are just more legendary. So anyway, don't want to get too off track here. So people were asked, so that's one of my biggest things is, you know, which is better, and I've got a lot of heat for that video, but, you know, hey, it was my opinion, just like everything on this channel. It's my opinion. You know, you don't like it, okay, that's fine, you know. So, you know, Kurt Cobain, in 1994, committed suicide, shot himself in the head, something like that. I actually think they said he shot himself from the chin, but you get it, you know. If it goes in the chin, it's going to go to the top of the head and into the brain. Kurt Cobain committed suicide in 1994. Of course, you get your conspiracy theorists that say that he was murdered. Courtney Love, who was his wife at the time. People say that she killed him because he was looking to leave her. Just all this stuff. Now, what is my opinion on Kurt Cobain's death? Do I think that Kurt Cobain was murdered? No, I really don't. I think that Kurt Cobain was a very, very, very sad, depressed individual. You know, I mean, I'm a huge Kurt Cobain fan. I love Nirvana. So I don't say that with any disrespect. I'm just saying I think he was just a sad soul. You know, I think he was just incapable of being happy. And people say that knew him that one of the biggest things for Kurt was that he did not like the fame. He was not happy with being famous, and he didn't know how to deal with it. And that's, you know, and that just added to his depression. As weird as that may sound, you know, he's a big success, becoming a multi-millionaire, doesn't have to worry about money. It wasn't enough for him, and that's how, you know, people like Kurt Cobain are. You know, if they're suicidal and they're sad about stuff, nothing's going to change their thoughts. Nothing. I'm sorry. It may prolong their thoughts, but in the end, their thoughts are their thoughts. So, with Kurt Cobain, I think that the biggest thing with him is that it's just so sad, you know. We lost such a great creative mind, you know. That's really the only way I can describe Kurt Cobain, is that he was amazing. I mean, the guy was insane. He had guitar skills, he had an amazing raspy voice, kind of like the late Janis Joplin, and going back to Alice in Chains here, just like the late Lane Staley. They just had such distinct voices, and Kurt Cobain was no exception, and all three of them are dead, you know. And Kurt Cobain, he was something else. I mean, he's truly a legend. And I don't think Kurt Cobain will ever be forgotten. You know, I think that Kurt Cobain is somebody that people are just like, yeah, you know, Kurt Cobain's a badass. You know, I mean, the guy's been dead since 1994. I mean, do the math. It's been a long time. It was just 20 years last year, so we're going on 21 years this year that Kurt Cobain has been gone, and people still talk about him like he was just performed a concert last night. I mean, that's how powerful his impact had, and Nirvana didn't have that many albums. They really didn't. So, to make an impact like that and not have many albums, I'd say they were doing something right. So, I hope this is what you guys were hoping for, especially Edward. Hope this was what you were hoping for. Once again, I'm sorry it took so long. There's just been a lot going on in my life. And I just had not have time to do stuff. You know, I had my IP hacked, and then we moved, so I had to deal with moving, and moving is always a nightmare. So I've been very, very busy. So, episode 2 is out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you to all my subscribers, 542 as of this recording. That's amazing that I've hit over 500 subscribers. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, once again, I thank you. A special thanks to Edward Keram. Hope I'm saying your last name right. And, that's about it. So, episode 3 of this will be up eventually. I have a list that goes all the way to episode... wow, excuse me. That was very rude, Keith. I have the episodes, they go all the way to, if my computer will cooperate, 11. So I have 11 episodes in the barrel ready to be released, but I'm not going to release them back to back. So anyway, guys, once again, this is Keith Carnes. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel, to all my subscribers, and I will see you guys if you want to request and see me talk about any Dead Celebrity or any of my other series or anything, just want to hear me talk about a certain topic, leave it in the comments or send me a private message, and I will surely do it and give you a shout out. Anyway, guys, this is Keith Carnes. I will see you guys in the next. Bye.